Yesterday we saw three matches of the United21. Today we'll only get ourselves one. It's going to be Viperio versus Gen.One, but the matter of the fact is that this lineup or this matchup, I'm already hinting towards the lineup, but you guys saw something in chat, has some other story to tell. Because for Gen.One, there's a substitute mate. Jax will be playing for NIP, and it's KRL, the org owner of Gen.One, joining in the 2.4k ELO face it player, is going to try to make it happen. He did sub in for them quite a few times, but hasn't been able to get further than about a 0.6 KD. So definitely missing out on a lot of experience there on KRL with Jax now out of the mix. So that's going to make it a lot harder for Gen.One to really make things happen. And as we look at the veto, we'll also not start off with that great of a map for Gen.One either. We'll start off with a new, with Ancient, and that's a map that Viperio has almost always picked. They're really good at the map. They're ready to play, and then going into a nuke. I don't know if they picked that map before they knew. I think they did, because otherwise it would be a little bit weird, considering Jax was already going to be having that NIP match, or even either way. So some things to be said, definitely. And Nuke coming next, that is going to be a very tactical map, some where Viperio with their newer lineup might also have some struggles with, but Gen.One playing with their manager are simply always going to have a rough time here. This could be a series being over quite fast. It's not going to be that there's unable for a Gen.One to be victorious, but it's going to be really, really tough. And Carroll's a fun dude, so maybe he can bring up the hype for Gen.One a bit. But the fact that Gen.One is playing with one of those, they're not the ones that should be winning here. It should be just a simple 2-0 over Viperio coming in. But we never know. Still going to play, still going to go for things. And we'll see how things are going to be. Junie Me opening things up nice there at the Deva Duvak. As the opening fight for Viperio has been found. Junie Me as the newest addition to the team. As Viperio overrun the A side, get the plant. Look for the first round already here on the T side. Junie holding on, already getting the entry, now going for more. Kersey and Brooksley remaining. Brooksley still getting a pretty good tap. The flank from CT is inbound as well, as that's Brooksley falling. That from Kersey comes out. And eventually, the round will go to Viperio, who do manage to find themselves one to start things off. As Jax's game for NIP is also starting. It's the opening match of their close qualifier. They're playing up against Aurora. New lineup, of course, from NIP, bringing in Snappy Shush and Wrinkle and U-Jerks and Ares Dos now getting subbed out by Jax. Don't know if he is going to make his appearance at NIP, like for real, but for now it looks like it might just be a stand-in performance. Great shot from Dest. He finds Brooksley there, they find aggressive B ramp. Trade from Deva Duvak, but in the end rotation's getting called. Gen.One forced to wait. The push soon coming here from Viperio. They're going for the execute. As they've taken the side under control, Gen.One could be looking to save, considering they are the ones having the weapons on your screen. Going for a little bit of a save here. And then go what was supposed to be an eco to at least have some armor pistol. And so the beginning not quite for Gen.One still. Picked up a Galil there, KRL. The rest still going for the pistols. KRL will keep the Galil on the A side. He's going to anchor there. The rest from Gen.One will stack B. Execute will come. Kersey with a magnificent shot there to open up. Backside as well, getting challenged, getting checked, and still some damage. That gets done. Wow, what a round from Gen.One. Okay. Pistols and a scout. And they're taking away the victory. That's a very good way for Gen.One to get that pistol round. We'll have to see how Gen.One is able to manage this later. Weapons bought by Gen.One as well, as the push will come. Swisher goes forwards and pushes with the MP9 up close. It's smoke getting used. Rack still be faced with danger. A Swisher tries chasing. It's destined to find success, so he watches the lurk with a Mach 10. In great shape. He's managing to take him down. Late lurk from Skirmishes for main, while the rest of Viperio tries to cross back. Facing a Duvak that has already dropped and makes quick work of two. KRL taken. And Screamo will have to try and clutch. 1 versus 2 from Screamo. Required to find. A little bit of tapping. Shun needs to start turning it back to CT. That is what he's going to do. Duvak arriving there puts Gen.One at the second. At 2 apiece, we continue with Viperio on an eco. It will remain to be a tough game ahead, right, for Gen.One. It's never going to be easy, this one. But if they continue to fight, Duvak and Kersey really needing to step up. All the 4 need to step up. KRL needs to do as much as he can, playing as the A anchor. Time has been played here. Let them waste their utility. Pistols, of course, for Viperio, not so much to work with. Screamo. Ding. Can't really be the one doing so. Pusher. Sees Kersey there and he comes out victorious. The walk up on the ramp will come. As Brooksley will hold from cave. The fight is found. Brooksley will get a triple kill. Great work there on the side as Gen.One is going to look to take the lead for the first time in this game. 3 in a row for Gen.One. With that, they put themselves in front and have a little bit of a better buy to work with as well. If he's playing for NIP at the moment, Okorai. And that's a best of 3 series. Do you still think that he's going to be able to join? Dest with a double kill to start. Zodi gets traded. Grump will get checked. Ooh, Brooksley. Time in on Screamo. He lets him cross. Screamo turns around in time. The Bulgarian is allowed to find it. And that is a brilliant round found for Viperio. Dest really stepping up as the young sweet superstar as he is. And can be. Oh, he's such a great player to watch, Dest. And he shows it in the server here again as well. Viperio with the ramp up. Good shot from Brooksley. Wants the opener to take down Zodi. Dest going for that lurk again. Help from Swisher from bottom mid, so this could still get interesting. But Dest needs to go ahead and win this fight. Might force out a play from Gen.One. They were boosting initially. Now making some noise behind it. No smoke that will be pushed. As Viperio, although having taken full mid control, still have to make the play to go into a certain site. Brooksley swinging right into Screamo. That might make the Gen.One side a little bit awkward about themselves. Aggression from Drag. Might soon get caught red-handed as he tries to go for a swing. Has the biggest advantage on his side, so could get 1. 2 is more than he could have possibly wished for. And it's up to Viperio to choose where to head next. Making no decision. They rotate in through middle. Well, Scream was going to fake with a smoke towards CT. Slow methodical play as KRL will get a nice tap there on Junie. Screamo spots the man in the process who just goes for a run. Wanted to get that frag. It's going to be a 1v1 on either side. Screamo trying to run towards the A side. The plant will provide him with an opportunity to plant. The smoke just fading away. Gen.One coming out victorious. That double kill from Drag everything. She found a kill early towards the B side. And KRL there with an important kill to bring it down from a 2v3 to a 1v3. He doesn't find that kill there. It's a 2v1 on either side. No, he holds on. Slow and steady as they've bought up here Viperio, knowing that they can deal with the economy of Gen.One relatively quickly. KRL with the flank does a bit of damage. With that kill found, he just plays to the way he can, the way of his ability. Being quite unpredictable. KRL still lurking. Junie Me should have this kill. There it is. 4 versus 4 with a triple stack on that B side. The run-up soon to come with Swisher waiting. There's no rotation yet. They are rotating back to ramp without the sounds being made. We suspect potentially an A play to still come out, but Percy is in donut, so that's unjacked. Drag multi-frag previously, now also finding himself too. Still, the plant will come from Screamo. And Kersey's going to have an op against the world as Screamo is nearing in. Goes for the swing. Kersey holds, and that's Gen.One going for a fifth. Brilliantly played from the Frenchman there. The original push. Of course, Kersey there, that was just watching Donut. Knew Gen.One could stick B with 3. As Viperio still in an awkward side take. And although they got out victorious out of that side take, because that certainly was the case, from that point it's still a 1v1. Gen.One just playing the numbers there. And having won things out. Screamo will buy. The rest from Viperio being a little bit more cautious about their approach. As although they know the economy will never get good for Gen.One ever again. In this half, it looks like. They first got to reset them a bit, otherwise we're still ending on a 9-3 half. Kero gets help from Kersey in this round. Thinking Viperio would try and start outsmarting them. The mid take will be found. Rotation towards A, so that's where Viperio looks to end. Track is in the smoke and ready. Spotted out 2 more. KRL will try to trade and he gets a double kill with it. Brilliantly played there from the Orgona. A little bit more that's necessary with the rotations getting called. Kersey is going to try to swing out. KRL on his back, out of bullets. Though Kersey is still left and he just goes for the USP double kill. Gen.One are betting Viperio apart. They'll be the ones calling in a tactical timeout for the next full buy. Viperio will just try to take it as slow as possible. A full CT half still to play with, so don't think it's going to be too hard for them. Too much of a problem. Just got to play the way you can. Ultim Rem gets checked. It's a good fight to open up there. Viperio opens nicely. Following up with the fight. No trades just yet, just the opening. Viperio uses. Now with a frag early in the round, decisions need to be made for Gen.One. That's when Viperio can start playing that slow style, just playing the trading game now, instead of when you're behind. Trading game, not really one though. Kersey was happy to be alive, now not anymore, gets taken apart. The bomb is still just in cave. KRL will swing right into Juni, who's ready for it. Brooksley goes aggressive, and that's the round still going to Viperio. What a turnaround that is. That could have gone way worse for Viperio. For them, it's sort of lucky it didn't. A mid squeeze here attempted for Viperio. Great flashes. No run up yet. KRL won't hear anybody behind the smoke as well. That will be information getting relayed over as he now goes for a push. That is the smartness or the unpredictability that he sort of possesses. Checks full aim mate. Realizes that's clear while the rest of Gen.One are waiting at B, expecting for an execute to come when it's Donut that will be pushed. Dest not suspecting anything from middle yet, but soon we'll hear the steps. So the Swede can get into position to go for a swing, do some damage. Great kill there. Unimi will be taken away. Break from Zodi required. The Brooksley still having a 5-7 up close. The fight was always going to be rough. Still is. KRL comes from main quite late. And will be the final one to get taken away. Debatable. That retake still for Viperio, but winning it is the #1 priority. They will at least be having a 7-5 half. How do you go from here? It's a 6-6 would be okay, of course. KRL going aggressive again towards A. Setup will be found. The rush up is going to come. Brooksley. 1-for-1 traded there by Swisher. Will go for a second. Make that 3. The Estonian just bangs his way into the site. This retake shouldn't be found by Gen.One. 6-6. Viperio had to wake up a bit. And of course you still don't really have your ARP in the side of choice you want. Zodi gets some unlucky timings. Still comes out victorious. But that is the thing. You got a Dest that's activated. You got a Junimi that's more involved while now having to go to the CT side with the ARP. And Zodi that was playing a little bit mediocre together with Screamo. Players are starting to get more and more online for the Viperio side. And so we're going into the flip with a 6-6. Evan Duvak started off really strong. Since then, he's gone completely silent. 6 kills only. And we can tell a lot about Gen.One. We know one guy who's, he's not doing bad. He's not doing great. He's doing okay for at least what he can do. And that's what KRL is going to be. Technical timeout still getting used here. So we're not continuing with the game just yet. Dest is the one leaving. There we are, Desta's return. He had some technical issues back in the server. We're continuing with our second half of play. Viperio over to the CT side now. Don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. They started playing better and better at the second half of the first half, and now it's up to Gen.One to show us what they're made of. Player strategies, player defaults. For now, a fast B play with Screamo waiting on long. Fight with utility. Zodi gets the opening kill. Second kill from Zodi. The side is held. Screamo can even deny the bomb from going down. This round was supposed to be a retake play, and it comes out to be a complete massacre. That's Viperio starting off really strong in Gen.One. Further and further spiraling things out of control. Woke up from Gen.One. Fast control, Brooksley. It's gotten across. Gen.One on the one switch. Ooh, they're shifting their way up. Trying to outdo. A great shot from Kersey, that certainly is. They need to get the plant. Well, Junie is watching from long and has a spray of his life. 3 kills to deny the plant, then more. Viperio continues to fight. And then even an eco will come up next here for Gen.One. No bomb plan taken. Maybe that was the reason for the falls buy in the first place. Didn't get it. Now facing off with a bunch of pistols. It's the Viperio's economy that's getting better and better. Good shot from Screamo. Gen.One need to recover. KRL might watch Zodi peek into him soon. Well, he's going to start falling away. Zodi will be the one doing this. Now, 9-6 for Viperio is definitely a scoreline they can be quite happy about. To be on. Never do back. Not a second, otherwise would have started to cook something. If Viperio can start off with the first full bar round as well, this game is done. Even more important for Gen.One to win this one. Crap going aggressive. A good opener for Gen.One in this round. Oh, KRL! Ciao, ciao, Swisher. That is a lovely frag from the streamer. As he shoots a screamer in this round. The round will be done if Viperio can't take more fights. Another one for KRL. Beautiful double. as he just holds them crossing. Ooh, missed shot from Screamo. Left by himself as Drake will probably try to take him down. The bomb should start leaping into B. Screamo can still do this. Could find KRL. The nade will miss. The molly will miss as well. And KRL is out of there. Ciao, ciao, Screamo. Plant taken at B. Duvak will try to go aggressive. Headshot should be found. It's a lovely spray. With that 7 on the board for Gen.One. Jack set Ninjas in Pajamas, currently 6-5 in the favor of Aurora on the CT side of Nuke, that being Nip's pick. See if they can continue that up. And it being for the greater good of Jack's career, I would say then. Jax is not really part of Gen.One either, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a one-time thing or if it continues to be, but I think he's just a stand-in for Gen.One. Now for NIP, it might be the real thing. Good spray from Screamo to open things up. Duvak wants to try and trade his own friend there, will be able to do so. Off misses from long, Junie. Good for a second. Re-aggression from Zodi. So he will be found. Duvak still low. And a 2 versus 2 on. Not needed. Drag finds success. Well, Des can still do this. Won't deny the bomb from going down. Might still have a shot at the clutch. Duvak just crouching in. Now seen crossing. Drag being hit in the pass. Now tries to swing from the back of side. Gets it. Final bullet from Drag and around for Gen.One. A very nice turnaround from none other than Drag. Is still gonna have Gen.One have a shot. Viperio just going to go for a bunch of pistols. KRL slowly moving in. Full Screamo, can't find him. 5-7 takes the kill. The opening fight gets won. Still aggression. Looming. Screamo will make another one come through. Swisher will catch one from the boost. And so, the cinema continues. 3 kills already. An op still to deal with. Great shot from Kersey at least. That's, I guess, one of your AKs taken down. But they need a bunch more. Rotations could still be called upon. With Dest, not the one going for a mid-peak. Is this one getting turned around? It started off with 5 pistols for Viperio. They've actually provided themselves with a chance, but it was once a 2 versus 4. Dest will clear A. Well, now the push out towards main will look to come. When will Gen.One be making the noise? There's Screamo falling, but Dest goes in, chips in, 10 seconds. Booksy's gonna have to stick. Dest will spray. Can't catch him. Now the plant's been found and he knows approximately where Brooksley must be. The left hand side, but will he suspect him being Temple? CT, that's the last position you're checking here if you're Dest. You think surely he didn't go CT. 10 seconds. Dest is still suspecting it. The timing not on his side and no way he's going to get the defuse. Gen.One come away with murder in that round because 5 pistols. Only allowed to survive with 1 is still not great for Gen.One, but it is a round taken and they're only 4 away. Aggression from Viperio down the ramp. 3 of them making their way over. With that control, you can obviously work with that. Viperio will also look to loom in from cave. Junimi and Zodi. Stacking up double cave. Ready for the move up, just like aggression from Dest and Swisher. As they're going to wait out their time as well. This could still get very dicey as the time is really in the essence soon. Only towards A, Swisher forced to swing, catches 1, then gets taken. The lurk from middle. Drek is in position, but Screamo is 2. Pulls out his gun in time, 20 seconds. To get onto the site and get this plant. Kersey denying the bomb plant is a necessity, and Dest will do that. Dest will do exactly that for Viperio. A brilliant round for the players in red. And Gen.One, they are looking to fall further down the spiral. Technically, economy-wise, forced to buy. Devin Duvak will do that, being double eco. The rest will force up behind him. This could be 12 if Viperio goes on to win this round. And then, even after a big fight for Gen.One, it could still come down to them losing the first map of play. Re-aggression out of the A side. KRL tries to entry. The Peter 50 can't do it. Dest finds him. Double kill gets taken and Viperio looks for more. That nade could deal with Kersey and it will, but the rest of the kills are great from Viperio. Or Gen.One, I would say. The one still having a bunch of weapons to work with, and Zodi, the one getting taken down. Junimi against 2. Might the scope have been heard? It's not been. He can't find the kill either. This round, although looking so great for Viperio at the start, falls out of their hands as Drak picks it up. What a round for Viperio. It originally was, and it could have been. But Gen.One are so damn good with these pistols. Fast pushing A, getting control. And this could very well be Viperio down in the bin at the moment. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Frenchmen are doing a whole lot better right now. Still same situation accounted for. If Viperio wins this round, it's still rough situation economy-wise. But Gen.One has actually given themselves a chance with this. When they should have been down 12-9. Now it's 10-10. Who might be 12-10 for either one of them. Both teams faced with an eco. Feared with an eco if they lose this. And even though Counter-Strike is a game where there could obviously be a lead taken, there's an economy to take into account. Sometimes there's rounds where it just simply comes down to. One of those rounds is this one. It's just incredibly important for either team to take. Either team that can go ahead and walk away with things if they win it. So the only player on the negative side for Viperio KD-wise. The one sole defender here at B. Well, he gets phased. Shrek with the nade, Sodi will avoid that. Time is running low as Gen.One simply just waits for a BXX to pop. No rotation from Viperio out with those mollies. They probably will. No, they're sticking A, and that's where Gen.One is going. A 2-stack there towards Donut, and they're running back. Joining me, making some miraculous decisions together with Dest. Getting in position to find a double. No communication, which is bad communication in general. And they need more. Player boosted with the Famas as the bomb gets dropped. What a weird round from Viperio. Body blocking each other in Donut. Gave Gen.One a real chance at it. The round still goes to Viperio. Junimi and Dest having both different interests. One wanted to stay, one wanted to run. And Gen.One, that run right into the stack, almost got beaten by Viperio, battling with each other instead of their opposition. Force by for Gen.One. Could provide them with 12 and match point. A rough game, but always Viperio in control. Kills wise they are. The fact that Gen.One has found a bunch of pistol buys that it's been getting close, otherwise this game could have been over already. Great spray from Dest, only finding one though. That will provide a plant from happening. So Gen.One still allowed to get some cash going into round 23. But needing a little bit more. Kits available as well to go for this. Just like a smoke that will be chucked towards main, but you gotta be careful of different spots. Swisher, close chug in a flash. Out in the open, that's where Curry is. Drek is to the back of sight. Tries to hold, can't do it. Deva Duvak is ready for it. They need to get the defuse on, they need to get it. The time is there. And Viperio making it close again. For the content, for what, I don't know, but they're doing it. And now Gen.One having to respond with a buy of their own. Can the Frenchmen do it? Or is it going to be Viperio being victorious after a big brawl here at Ancient? A tough game. Definitely one that Viperio deserves to win, but it's never tough to play with your orc owner in a tournament. Still must be said. One round for Viperio to win. Go to their opposing pick with a map up. Gen.One. They could drive us to overtime still. Smoke. Used towards cave. Gen.One. Aggressing their way over towards that B side by the looks of things. That's where they're setting up for. This time, there's 3 players home for Viperio. Usually they only play there with 2. So a good prediction with Des that could still leap in. 3 from cave. Flashbang used. Zodi. In good position to at least find one. Junie Me having to hold for the side taker. Screamer watches main. Those are coming out, which could actually provide the pistols with some great accessibility. This round still not over. With the plant, that's going to happen. KRL hit, tapped, not taken yet. Now he is. Dest finds him. And it's all down to Kersey trying to hold on. 2 players from long, not really watching. Kersey could isolate one. Still the time is on Dest's side. He's stepping once. Flashbang used. Kersey gonna attempt to spray, but a stick will be attempted from Dest. Going for it. 1 second left. Viperio win their own map pick. A rough fight as they started off with a few rounds down here and there. Had a real big battle ahead to take this game, but it's Viperio to win it. They will take it in a 13-10 fashion and start this series off with a bang. Nuke. That will come up next. The map pick from Gen.One. Them still playing with KRL, of course, will leave a bitter taste in their mouth, but it is going to be a map that they wanted to play. So maybe coming into this game, even more prepared than the Ancient, and hopefully they can wiggle their way around the stand-in and make it happen for the greater good of the series. For now, though, Viperio leads 1-0 as we're going into a short break. We'll continue after about 10 minutes with DE Nuke, the map pick from Gen.One, to see what they can do about this, if they have a redemption arc still in the work, or if lower bracket will be called upon for Gen.One. Map 2 of the best of 3. It's going to be Nuke, we're seeing. Viperio, that started off playing quite good at this series, or good is probably not that nice resembling. It's them playing up against the team that plays with the manager, but they've won the game. And they did so in the right way, by getting, first of all, more kills than their opposition in a bigger fashion as well. Gen.One, though, do start off great on their end. 1 kill from almost each and every player. Is Cursey trying to do it? It's Gen.One opening things up. Yeah, if you're wondering about Call of Duty, the major has been finished 2 days ago. And they will continue in about a week and 3 days. So if you're watching some Call of Duty, you can check that on YouTube. There is esports for that as well. But best of 3 it is instead of Black Ops 3. I was like, am I gonna say something about that in chat? Nah. No worries, by the way. I think Call of Duty is fun to watch from time to time, so... It's just fast-paced and it watches nicely. That's all it is, right? You don't understand it all too much, but it's just easy to look at. You don't have to do too much. Just like watching football as well. Just some random match. Just let it go. Let it be. Fast. Good frag there. MP9. With success there. The force buy from Viperio will really help for them. Taking away all the players necessary, and it's a flawless round as well found for Viperio. Good start to the second map. That question asked to me. Thiago Garcia or... Ooh! Those are some great headshots. Good shot from Swisher towards outside. Swisher will try and make it happen. Ready for Kersey. So he finds it with the AK. And so the rotation that will be called with KRL already all the way over towards Under Heaven. He's now gone up. The lobby control in the meantime being taken. I don't know what's going on here. Which way this one is going to go. Honestly, I wouldn't know. I gotta stay Thiago. The thing is, like in the Netherlands, we're not allowed to bet on esports, so... And then going into like an overhead shot, if you would like say kills or something, I could say like, yeah, this seems legit, but... Honestly, headshots I have no idea about. 2-1 for Viperio to start. They're on the CT side and have been able to take Gen.One's economy down to a cliff a bit, threw them down. First map 1, now 2-1 up here at the CT side, should be 3-1. Junie with a nice opener. Nestor is outside, trying to alleviate with the weapons picked up. Dest is ready for this cross. Beautiful spray from Dest. That's the third round for Viperio getting taken. Those were pistols. And now there's a buy. This is where Gen.One can find some reaction, but I gotta say it's tough. T-side Nuke, always tough. Things don't make it better. Rotation towards ramp. Gen.One looks to push there. As Zodi looked to drop. No rotation we call just yet. Swisher is ready for a ramp push. Zodi, secret. Molly will deny his push up. Though the walk up will still try to come. Drop down from heaven there. Rotation getting called from Zodi. He's going to be in position to walk his way back up. The time is also ticking. This could be a game. Or a round rather. It's going to come down to the final few seconds. Will they push secret here with 30 seconds left? Fake towards A. Hero will send in. He's going to fall, but the rest is pushing down into B. No player home from Viperio. They will hear the steps now. How late will the rotations come? Too late to stop anything from happening. Luxley taken, so no A lurks in play. Just a ramp rotation. With the swing comes Zhang and coming out. It's the Estonian finding success. Swisher taking him out. And 30 seconds left on a bomb timer. Simply nothing yet for Gen.One. Drek should be pushed by Des soon, who comes from secret. Great rep from the Swede as he takes him down. It's all down to Kersey. 20 seconds on the diffuser. Still a shot from Kersey. Moving in. Des comes out with the tray. As Viperio takes the round. Gen.One play it well. I gotta say, the players that were still on the upper side should have done a little more. KRL, sure, nothing about that. But Brooksley, they're coming out from Hut, not really waiting for any more rotations. One guy drops Vents. Okay, wait for a second. Don't just straight up push and give your position away. You had to play that a little bit slower. Gen.One was already at B. They were already planting. So going for a lurk there a few seconds later is everything you kind of need to. Good shot from Junie. The opening fight has been found by Viperio. Rotation called by Zodi. And he will soon be faced with a lot of players here at the B side. This is where the round could be found. Players rotating. Zodi rushes back. The molly alleviating some. That's a kill from Zodi. Taken away by Kersey. Side will still get checked. The bomb is gonna go down. And we are looking at a possibility for a 5-1 here. Wait, KRL is live? I thought he wasn't live. Is he? Oh yeah, he's actually playing. Or we're watching him play, rather. Pretty fun, actually. Some nice content, right? About how it is to play in a match, play in a game. Time is running out. They need to get on the defuse soon. They won't be able to. What is going on? Viperio lose? A round like this. 5-1, easy Kafka, that's what it should have been. Gen.One fight back with a round of their own. The push test. Great control taken there. Track has been found. It's an opening fight won by Viperio. Ready to excel. Into ramp. Waiting for Swisher. Taken down by KRL. And he comes up with the trade. The rundown into B can be found. The call's been made and the rundown found and taken. Sodi making sure the secret is clear. Knows they can start fully focusing. The round itself. Sodi goes up, ready to help his test. The double kill from Devaduvac comes out as the IGL will be great in finding that double kill. Time is not really on the side from Viperio, and they will go for a save because of it as well. That double kill from Devaduvac, enough to take it. Take it far, take it further. And a third for Gen.One. Really seems like a helpful way. No one stays alive. Screamo dies to the bomb. And so saving your weapons without actually staying alive might put Gen.One at a tight spot very soon. Track, jump spotting towards outside with they're still in position. This must be tough for Dest here. Just waiting and hanging on. Now hearing the rotation being called. As that means there's no outside push coming. Boost on Junimi. I gotta say, although this doesn't seem like that good of a play necessarily, if they choose to go ramp after a bunch of fights, still gonna be a chance. Dest is almost there with the USP. Good line up one. Twister from heaven. Not that successful, but the USP is from Dest. Pushed. Uni left in a 1 versus 3 is just gonna save, it looks like. No ramp push anymore. The pistols that have taken a successful approach. Devaduvac very paranoid about what's going on. Now the plant is gonna happen. And so the game is tied at 4 apiece. Clearing for T-spawn. A little bit of outside. 4-4. Full buy for both teams. The game is starting to get closer and closer. Vaperio, a little bit of a rough time economy-wise. Now a fast push towards ramp. Swisher in position. KRL entering his way through. Will manage to find himself the opening kill. It's going to mean a lot here. This can't do it really. Primo might have a shot at things. The damage will be done. Gen.One could go from 4 to 5. Rounds get worse and worse. As Viperio look to save once again. Good shot still from Uni coming through, but save is already called upon. Gen.One will find themselves in the lead here at the T side of Nuke.
Terrorists win.
As Anubis. Still a map that is going to be played later on if Gen.One manages to win this game. That is also a map pretty tactically played, just like this Nuke. It's not going to be easy for Viperio to run away with that game necessarily. Yes, we'll go aggressive again, and that's been great so far. He's been good so far with this, but and Drek comes out with a jump shot, and it's a completely different story. Zodi with the trade. Outside, challenged nicely while KLR is on the side, not anymore. Zodi taken, from away, Uni going aggressive to no avail. That's when A is starting to get challenged here by Gen.One with Swisher possibly not looking the right way. He's going to rotate around. Lobby left clear. A side left open, and Gen.One that should be able to walk away with 6. Where Gen.One isn't really doing all too bad. Bond is going to come. A little bit of a hard fight there from Swisher. Couldn't find the player. Towards the main. From that point onwards, it's a done day, done deal. Good shot from Junimi to open. And the aggression that will come towards ramp. Switcher up close, waiting for this. He's finding a KRL. Will here for the rotations to happen. Also, he still watches for main. KRL needs to do this. A rough fight with Zodi getting dropped. Panther's gonna come. KRL center sky as Zodi pushes. This is where Devaduvak and Kursi can prove themselves really. He can really do a bit of damage to Viperio. 20 seconds left to make this happen. Devaduvak on the site. Not allowed to get that. Too many kills, too less time, and 10-second defuse from Zodi, confirming the 5th for Viperio.
Bomb has been defused.
At least a 7-5 half. If you're Viperio. In the second half where they accelerated on a new or on Ancient as well. Yeah, that being their CT side then. Now it would be the T side, but with more preparation and more time off that clock. More warmed up. Things can definitely be better. Simply just looking at the principle though. Nuke is still a very hard map on the T side to get basic things going. Especially when your team is still potentially new. Or in this case, doesn't play that much Nuke. I'm excited to see the T side. I'm excited to see how Viperio will try to approach this. Probably want to try and maybe abuse where KRL is a bit. Bring on Drac, just finds him. Entry gets taken, Percy seen towards outside, but still great in taking Unimi down. Screamo lets them cross, no he won't. Ready with the double kill. That leaves it all down to Kersey, who's on the op. Trying to swing it back. Not really look to do this. The trade is found. We're ending the half on a tight spot, 6-6. A good start, Viperio. Then a pistol round that went to the Gen.One side, which initiated 5 in a row. But if you're looking at the situation again, with a blank and bright look, Viperio have gotten 9 more kills than Gen.One does, and we're tied. Gen.One have gotten away with rounds here and there that you wouldn't usually get away with. So at the base of things, looking at it with a neutral phase, Viperio are still the ones in the lead in this game, just like they were in Ancient all day long. But it is a tight game. It's Gen.One that has the CT side to play for, that have simply done a good job at continuing to hold. Molly denies the rotations without damage taken. Will be hurt while the fake towards Rem came out and are going into A. So he should take down Devaduvak. Brooksley, 1 hit away from falling. The side is under control. They run on top. They take him down. And it's KRL in a 1 versus 5. CEO in business. It gets taken by Dest. Viperio up to 7. They find the pistol for the first time in this map. The follow-ups, though, was where they found most success on. Gen.One will definitely try to find success on their end. Well, it could also mean a 3rd in a row in the half by Viperio. Let's see what Gen.One have cooking with these pistols. Aurora, though, winning against NIP. Even though NIP had almost more kills than them. Definitely some questions there, of course, surrounding. With now Train being played. It's that second map. Here, we're seeing a breakthrough from Viperio. A real one this time. The pistols have been broken. Gen.One gets sent to pistols. And we're leading. 9-6 here in this game. Pistols, all that Gen.One possesses in this round. First full buy that will come in round 16, when you're 9-6 down, most likely. Early entry will definitely help with that. Rotating into KRL. He's seen crossing away. Great shot from Screamo. Destor watched the cross, Deva Duvak. Plant has happened. Viperio going for 9. They've done well enough. Beautifully done there on the T side. Pistols, of course. Just playing. And now the full buy where Viperio can start to get demolished again. As Gen.One could start to get their full buys back together. They could get going with this one real nice. Still a pretty weird game as it is. Coming out, Deva Duvak makes his way onto the side as the side hold has been greatly found. Well done, nicely played, Gen.One. Will shut down Viperio to go for a 7th on their own. The response from Viperio is yet another buy. And this is where Viperio could find themselves getting broken again. Farmer kills. No round converting just yet by the side of Viperio. Not good enough to get the victory just yet. And so the fight continues. Entry already onto Dest, which does really help. As they have a mission. So the comeback is gonna start coming. Gets across onto the side. Plant is gonna happen. Kersey and KRL doing great work up front. Plant is defuse KRL. He sticks. Oh, it's not gonna get taken by Zodi. This bomb timer was actually pretty far gone already. Imagine if that kill would have been found. That's crazy. Pistols for Viperio. They're gonna have a hero AK on Junie. That one being saved from the previous. Little bit of a comeback from Gen.One, but still. Everything tells me that this game is gonna be Viperio, sort of. That's what my feeling is about. Gen.One could do a lot. KRL wants to join on ramp. Swisher is in prime position. KRL hasn't seen him. Oh, he's gonna push. KRL is taken down. Swisher finds the first. Their heaven gets checked while the rotations are cold. Screamo. Magnificent shot there coming out. Brooksley trying his utmost to stay alive, but the ball will go down. Outside gets held by Kersey. As door gets pushed by Junie Me, he wins out the fight. Brings it down to a 2 versus 2. The AK from Junie Me can still do greatness. Can do greatness. As he finds himself another. What a turnaround from the youngster. The AK is a weapon he's capable of using in all situations. In all circumstances. Newest player for a reason. And he's the upper even. He's not usually known for his AK ability. But I don't know why he would be the upper if he does that. 17 years old, by the way. Just to let you know, 17 years old. He's only. A really big one if he continues to show that. Signed by Viperio half a month ago. Last year played in the Apex Rebels project. Tapyware, BQ, QQ. Gained lots of experience from that Junie Me. Greatness picked up with Junie Me, but you're gonna need a little bit more. This round would be handy. Oh, Dest. Crouch peeking Brooksley. As your entry is found in this round, not that much in reserves for Gen.One as well to play with. Forced to play this one to perfection while not really having the capability of doing so. Four players just sticking towards the A side. Gen.One is going to try to save already. This one should go to Viperio. Or, wait, they're faking B going A. What are they doing? Gen.One is set up to save. And they're running right in the hands of the Frenchman. They've made the wrong call. You're making a play. You're faking B when no one is there. Oh boy, Viperio. Gen.One is not even going for this round and they've just been gifting it. They didn't even want it. They were like, yeah, you can have it. We don't care. What is the call? What is the cue to go A in that round? Because there is no call of going A. There is no cue. This round is done when you make a strat book. You're like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and fake towards B. We're gonna drop down. We're gonna shift our way up. And then as soon as that happens, we're gonna throw our U-turn. We're gonna straight up run away. When your call should be, we're smoking this off and we're waiting. If we're hearing some rotation, if we're hearing a player, if there is even a player at B, we can rotate, because there wasn't even a player there. Some miscues made, potentially steps hurt that there wasn't there, and I mean, the round's still gonna continue. The party must go on. Junimi traded out there with the M4 from Drac. And it's a buy from Viperio, that's called. They lose this one, they're gonna fall back to pistols. And this could be a whole different story. Maybe Gen.One with this round have found the pieces necessary. To take the round. Take it firmly in their hands. Great shots from Viperio. The bomb will be planted. But Gen.One are taking this one. 5-7 out for KRL. Still joined is Kersey up close on the site. Are they taking it? It came down to the 1v1. Jeez. On paper, an easy fight. Zodi almost making it more though. Ten with pistols on the board, Viperio. Barely anything to go for. Fast push from KRL will come out. Good hold, magnificent hold. Gen.One to 11. And then an important full buy will come for Viperio. Considering it could very well be 12 coming. This game is still getting more and more interesting by the second. Viperio. For sure they're taking this, otherwise gonna fight to play for overtime. Great shot. Joining me. Only 19 health left of him. Push down into the side. Primo and the mates will join in. Chime in. Great shot from Currency to open things up. Double up setup still. With KRL. Although only having 6 kills so far in this game. Together with Brooksley also at 6. Gen.One have been great in the retakes. Some of them, which shouldn't even have been retakes. A push into A that they tried. This one looks good as well. Brooksley with a triple kill. 1.5 time in his kills, and that's 12 for Gen.One. Retake number 100 gets found for the Frenchman. In close and tight moments, Gen.One strikes. They're now even closer to finishing things in style. Very much a chance for 13, as Viperio have barely anything to go for. Some Galils, 1 AK, 2 Mac-10s. It's not great for Viperio. They know it themselves. Fast push towards ramp will come. KRL, he's there with the AWP. Just allowed to get a tag. That's all he finds. That will allow a plant on B to come. Another retake, which is in an advantageous spot for Viperio. Retake attempt, Brooksley. Double doors is his. Trade comes from Junie. He's also waiting on the side itself. Sony gets better apart by the ARP, and the hold will not be. The game is on the hands of Junie Me. He can't do it. Gen.One, playing with their CEO, have taken a map off of Viperio. And we're gonna go all the way. 13-10 was map 1. Viperio had the shots at the game. And an easy way of accessing. And an easy way of winning, you would say. But Gen.One take a miraculous round. That was a breaking point. And from that point, the retakes have been key, have been structured, have been great. And that's where Anubis is also known for. Very structured Counter-Strike in terms of the retakes as well. Needing everybody at the same page at all times. So with Anubis in the back of our mind to be the third, this series could still get very interesting. We're going to drop it into a short break though. And when we come back, when we continue, we're going to see Anubis being played as a deciding match, deciding who will stay and who will fall down into the lower bracket of this tournament. Gen.One giving themselves an opportunity, so we'll see how much more they have. Third map between Viperio and Gen.One is about to begin with a knife round to decide the sides. An important task ahead as Gen.One, still playing with KRL, has found themselves winning the previous map. You're probably wondering, when is that luck gonna come to an end, or is it still gonna be Anubis where they find success on? Great kill from Dest. Oh, he finds himself a double. The Viperio wins the knife round. That is an impressive way to start on a third map that is necessary for the team of Gen.One to find if they want to continue in the upper bracket. Gotta say, like I said, when is the luck gonna run out? That sounds so weird, that it sounds so much as like I'm the Viperio fan out here. When I look at it from a neutral standpoint, see the previous map, 3 rounds won, 13-10, so 3 rounds of a difference won by Gen.One. But Viperio were the ones getting more kills, and they did so in map 1. Obviously, that one they won, but at some point, the amount of kills from Viperio are starting to scale up in rounds. They made some mistakes here and there that Gen.One took really good accountability for. They won some of those clutchy rounds as well, which does really help them. And starting off strong here at Anubis could mean going to be able to convert those and win the game. Oh boy, this round still definitely in the realm of possibilities of going completely wrong. KRL found himself in a 1v1 after getting the frag, and the round is with a blink of an eye, it's over. And Viperio have won it. They start off on the T side with a round. (1-0) start here for Viperio. Still the ones playing up against the pistols, the SMGs. Ultimately looking to roll with this one. This by, of course, being called. Behind it, tries to go aggressive, but he's been seen. You would say players are going to go ahead and try to trade. Those trades aren't as successful. And Viperio take matters into their own hands quickly in this round. Who's coming out? Zodi is aware. Ready to take him down. Double kill from Zodi. Pushing to be looking successful here for Viperio. Plant's gonna come. Swisher takes it. A third is found for Viperio. 3 in a row. Good start. The eco taken after a 1v1. Then the Fool's Buy taken successfully. Then the eco to have a bonus buy. Start of a lifetime here for Viperio. But can they continue this form into the buy rounds as well? Because that's where Gen.One found most of their pride, particularly in Nuke and their retakes. Those were strong. The early round was Viperio, and then the retakes came. Definitely made things interesting. Double kill to start from Gen.One. They re-aggress into connector, where there's two players just waiting to get picked up. After that, continuing on to play it slow, with the advantageous spot on the side of Gen.One. Primo swings on KRL. Rotation could be called. Well, push up into A should be found. KRL still checking behind. Now going for a fight. Kersey, the MVP of Gen.One so far, still standing with the AWP. Bomb is going to go down on the A side. That's going to provide Viperio with the necessary cash they need to continue on buying. They already have played this round as a bonus buy. Now getting 600 to each and every player will be an added-on surprise. Upper low, Brooksley also on 2 HP, so this round isn't as easy as it might look like on paper. Drag waiting for the smoke to fade. That's Drag falling. They know a player is low. That's Brooksley following up. Swisher's going to have to do it. He's from heaven. No kits available for Gen.One. The time is going to be there if Brooksley goes for the defuse. He will have it. He picked up a kit in the process to find the round. And Swisher there, not playing it out to perfection. Double kill came. Took down Drek, who was 100 HP. Then Brooksley left on 2. Could have been a third and a round win for Viperio. But another retake in a miraculously weird fashion taken by Gen.One. So we're going into round 5 with that 3-1 scoreline now. A little bit more required. Flashbang send in to the A side. Kersey that will open. Shot that opens up the gate. KRL. Waiting for the push, and just a read through the smoke from KOR. KRL with a lovely frag. The op from Kersey chiming in. Gen.One will hold. Good work here from the CEO as he finds himself a double kill once more. Cody can't step up. The round will go to Gen.One, who put up a second in a row. Build some economy. It's a flawless round as well, so that will all help to continue the dream of staying in the upper bracket. NIP just won the second map against Aurora with Jax in them. So that one in the CCT will go to a third mapper. We are continuing to have a battle. That match will also continue to be a fight. Full buy for Viperio before they start losing their economy. This is where the pain could start to get inflicted to Gen.One again. The lead could be given away once more. And it's going to be up to them to prove themselves. Mid challenged as well in the meantime. Patient cold, swing for drag. Control taken. Forces them away. Viperio that have indeed taken mid control. And Anubis isn't as much of a forgiving map on the CT side as maybe Nuke is. Player put on ramp. On A side, you need those reinforcements, otherwise it's just a retake simulator. Crucy with an important fight here against Junimi. Watched on from heaven. KRL would be taken, made in the meantime. The pressure as it's reinforced by Brooksley. Crucy can't hold on. Brooksley's gonna go try to chime in, but the rest of the players just waiting on the side itself. So he gets taken. There will be a trade. The round goes to Viperio with 3 alive. 1 round away from putting Gen.One back to a bunch of pistols. As they break the small curse that was on top of them. A little bit of back and forth throwing. Really does seem to help. Advantageous spot really is for the side of Viperio here. They have 1 more round to prove that. No flash play out. Deva Duvak watches the shade as he might have seen Swisher cross. KRL forced to fall away. The opening fight won't be given to him. Swisher won't be hit by the molly. Confirmation not really called. Brooksley isn't checking his back either. Now starts walking away. Oh, they didn't clear it fully. The molly just simply wasn't good enough. And that gives the opening fight over to Viperio. Re-aggression through middle. KRL the leading man, but up close more to find. Zodi gets taken. Kersey might be awkward with the AWP. And still a decision needs to be made of where to push the drop in from middle. As Zodi tries to follow. Troublesome spot. The trade is required and taken. This round still flipped completely on his hand. Could still be falling apart. Frack is in the side itself. Tabbing away. Fragging away. 25 more to have. Drag can't really be doing much more, right? 3 kills already is more than you can ever wish for. Well, he's just going to take them all. 4 kills from Drag. His first 4. And is good enough to put Gen.One up on a very good position. Viperio get completely stripped apart by 1 sole man. And now they will have a pistol buy to go for. As they will be forcing. Oh wow, with Gen.One under so much pressure economy-wise as well, this could be a really big steal if they can take it. Simply looking at the amount of resource that is on both sides, this round particularly is really important, and the buy from Viperio is not that great. Still wondering when, though, the problems will really start to formulate and start to be unpacked, because although you see a Viperio that's fighting, they still have those ways of losing some advantageous spot, and then 1 multi-frag is enough to take it back completely. This time they find the entry, but lots of players are softened up nicely. A-side not even dared to challenge here. Gen.One just wants to play it retake, it feels like. Drek will have an attempt. Smoke. That's it. And they know how bad their economy state is, so Viperio taking this round seems like no surprise. And it was such an important one for them as well. This is very interesting for Gen.One to give a round up like this. But it is sometimes the way things need to be approached. They lose against pistol armor just to save their own economy. Double up gets saved. They can buy some weapons, which they have. They can buy the utility. And if they lose this, they would be in an eco, which they would be, even if they would have gone in and lost all of their weapons. I could have provided Viperio with an op. So all things considered, I think the decision for Gen.One is great, but it's not a nice one to make. So the decision makes sense. The outcome, though, is not as you wanted, because this could have been a tight game. This could have been Viperio on their knees with an eco. And now you're still giving them away to actually win this half. Definitely not the way Gen.One would have wanted this game to go. They could have had it in the palm of their hands. Molly just hitting Zodi the final second. The nade to finish it off. Opening fight is Gen.One's. Junimi could find a double kill. The 17-year-old striking once again. While Kersey is still on the site. Back and forth. Be making this his terrain. Just about crossing is Dest. Making noise towards the A side. KRL's watching there with the op. Now Dest is going to be allowed to rotate. Leaves Kersey around the fighting peak. He drops the bomb with it. That's information gained. The molly stops Swisher from getting any closer. And Gen.One, due to Kersey, have won a round again. That doesn't seem like a surprise anymore. And it really isn't. $46 in 28. Or 46 in 26. Plus 20 Kersey is playing currently. In those two maps. Both times getting 23 frags to his name. Incredible performance, while now already on 10. It's a phenomenal scoreline to be on. Speaking of scorelines, this is still a bye. And it's not great if Viperio would go ahead and lose this, because you will be up with a bunch of pistols afterwards, providing Gen.One with a chance to still win this half. Oi, 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 Viperio have really started to crumble down. Chances were previously provided to take it. Chances were there to take Nuke. Now a good start of Anubis was also in the palm of their hands. But the push through that we haven't seen yet. Great molly that will cool a rotation. KRL though set up for success. And he's an AWPer. He is an AWPer. KRL is positive on the A side. And I do get it. You want to try and constantly overrun KRL, but you found success elsewhere as well. Viperio should go for 6. Should go for Gen.One. Should go for 6 here. And after that, we'll see what's going to happen. Push out. The hold is great. The hold is good. Gen.One Take all the pieces necessary. Screamo still finds himself an op. No bomb plant. Should be awarded with the lurk around from Kersey. He can't find himself a place to stay. And that could mean a 7-5 or 6-6 half. Considering it's quote-unquote just the CT side, is a little bit of something for Gen.One to work on. Don't know how their T side is going to be. It's a hard map to play the T side on. KRL has found success this game on the CT side. But T side is a different beast, I feel like, as well. And ending it on a 6-6 then wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be considered too bad for Viperio. So yeah, this game can still go anywhere. KRL sends himself out. Yeah. That's also a play. Having confidence to do so. He's wanting to do it. Now, Viperio that wants to try and accelerate on top of it. 5v4 as they're trying to hold. This is just rough, because the trading game is played. The Viperios can still take this side pretty easily. Sure, the plant will happen. Players are down low, Junimi gets taken, Swisher. Nice trade from the Estonian. Has a chance to hold, and he will find it. The ex-endpoint player with a triple kill. Control the game even further. The pistol, the follow-up, and the third were found by Viperio. The rest was just a mess. But ending it on a high note, and we're switching sides on a 6-6. Many more kills for Gen.One this game. A controlled game on Anubis. But that being the CT side, and KRL that's just neutral. Which might still go lost a bit here on this T side. It's all coming down to how he plays, how his team is going to be able to move around with it. There's still absolutely nothing decided here. A little bit of typing. A lot of resets and then the countdown. We're continuing with the second half. As Gen.One will now start on the T side. Just around for Gen.One to strike. Dropping in B. B is left open. Viperio are playing B retake on the pistol. Zodi with a nice kill. Swisher. Screamo gets taken by Kersey. The push will look to come. Great shot from Drak will look to come. Push is found. Best gets dinked in the process as well, being taken down. Side of B got pushed over fast. Gen.One that have control. Cursey. I mean, if he wasn't here, this game would have been over so long ago. The 4 kills are just crazy. There's a technical issue, so we're going back to me real quickly. There's some issues to be solved with a 6-7 scoreline on the board. Good start for the side of Gen.One here into the second half. This could mean danger if you're a Viperio fan out there. But you never know. Force was that is going to continue. And Viperio, they could definitely do some good work there with the SMGs. I'm a little sick, as you can tell. That's why I'm muting my mic every now and then to go ahead and cough a bit. Server had some issues. I don't know if we have to go into a short break then or not. What just happened? So we'll wait and see. We'll be dropping it into a short break, and when we return, we'll continue with the final part of this game between Viperio and Gen.One. We're facing some issues. Be right back. A little bit of weird news coming in, because we have experienced some technical issues, we told you, but it's going to be a forfeit for Gen.One coming out now. And that seems weird, I know, but there are some qualifiers that need to be played for Blast, and that's why we won't continue having the game anymore. So we'll be ending it right here. I'm a little bit scared or a little bit weirded out on what's going on and what exactly is the cause or how late the qualifier is. But Blast is going to have their qualifiers, I know, today. So that is the reason for it. It is either European qualifier or the Nordic or Western Europe. But the game is done. If you have a money refund, that's probably going to be the case on your things. But this game is over. So I hope to see you guys next time at one of the streams. My sincere apologies for what just happened. But we'll have to continue, and we'll see you guys next time at one of the United21. So I hope to see you tomorrow, because I'll be there as well, casting for you guys the lower bracket games. But the stream, unfortunately, has now come to an end. We'll see you next time at the United21.